showtime.
And he knows how to tie it, too. Go on.
He didn't tie that, I can promise.
You know what? Clint Legg just walked in the building, and I've got to say, sharp-dressed man this morning. And everyone's saying, man, I didn't even know he had a tie, owned a tie. And he knows how to tie it, too. Very proud of you. Anyway, don't worry about time.
It's a clip-on.
73 degrees. That's enough embarrassment for one morning. Your turn, JC. Poor Clint.
Hey, is this my meat?
Zack, is this meat? I don't know his name.
What?
Hobbs Farms.
Meat?
Hey, is it?
Yeah.
What are we cooking today?
I don't know yet.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is, hey, John Davis, stay with me a second. Stay with me a second. This is Athens in the AM. Let's get over to the sharpest dressed man in Athens, Alabama. Here he is now, the athletic director
Stand up,
and
Clint.
assistant principal
Clint.
at East Limestone High School, Mr. Clint Legg. Y'all give him a round of applause.
Mr. Legg.
In the studio.
Always a heckler.
And he's
I appreciate that. I didn't tie this tie. It was tied for me before I bought it.
And he smells good, too. No longer that old...
Shower this morning.
Woo, that's good to know. Hey, I took one in a motorhome you'll be seeing before long.
That's awesome.
All right. Clint Legg. All right, in here. All right. What are you cooking, Joe Carlucci from New York City?
New York City.
Do a steak avocado salad.
Steak, avocado. That new at Joe's world famous pizzeria?
Not yet. It might be if it goes real good today.
We'll see how that goes. Who got a house full today? Over on set one, Mark Yarbrough and his lovely bride Gina here this morning. Old friend Stan McDonald just did a Dale Jackson live show on Yellowhammer. Dale left. He stayed over yesterday, talked about the election. You're going to do the same thing today.
Right.
Mark, congratulations. We'll talk about that in just a
Thanks,
moment.
sir.
Yeah,
and we'll go from there.
Too.
And since Clint walked in a little late, I had over on the other set my sales manager, Freddie Leonard, along with, he's also my Sunday school teacher, and along with Coach Jeff Pugh, as always, in here back on a Thursday. Good morning, boys. Over on the other side over here, we got entertainment today. Tomcat's going to be performing in just a little bit. Over here, Kirk's in here with the Starship. He and his son Joe will talk to them in a bit, and another school teacher over here. Can you turn around and get a shot of them here, John David, right quick? As I'm talking about them, I'd like to see them a little bit. And filling in as a Swami this morning, all the way from almost an astronaut, there he is right there, Donnie Huddleston. All right. And Greg, West Limestone, you still teaching? Yes, I am. Well, they ain't found out about you done that way yet. Zach, how many days is it?
16.
16th kickoff. Let's get the weather right now.
Go time.
Go time.
Scott Hunter.
Goodness. All right, let's talk about the weather forecast. 73 degrees out there. It's a humid morning already, and if it gets loud in here, that's okay. Notice how quiet Shut Up is back there. 20% chance of rain today, 40% chance of rain tomorrow, and then it looks like we've got several days without any rain, only that 20% chance. Temperatures sticking around 88 to 93, 94 degrees, and that's pretty much your summer forecast, and that's about it. Joel Carlisle will be with us next week talking about game day. We'll talk about more of that in just a little bit, too. Good morning, Joe. He's finally awake. There he is.
Speaking of preachers, where's ours?
Oh, he's going to be here any moment, I hope. There it is. Mark your calendar. Dress up the way you want to dress up for your game day. But Joel will be with us next week to talk more about it.
How do you dress up for your game day?
Happy birthday, Harold.
How do you dress up for your game day?
Farewell.
Bama, roll
Yesterday
tide.
at Walmart, Harold, happy birthday. 2 days ago, I hate to tell his age, but he's 10 years older than me. So anyway, there's a good shout out.
You're both doing good. Don't forget
Big
a fish
Bama
fry.
fan. Big Bama fan.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's an Auburn
He'll probably
fan.
jump off. He's right now. He's jumping off the bed and say, "What are you saying?" He's a big Auburn fan.
Elkmont Volunteer Fire Department. Mark your calendars. August 19th. $10 for a fish dinner. Not bad at all. Give them help out there. $30 per team for the cornhole tournament as well.
I just don't like that name of that. I mean,
I know.
growing up in New Hope, that had a whole new meaning. I'm telling you what. But anyway, we won't get into that now. And outside, nobody whizzing this morning outside on somebody's tire stand, so that's good to know. In case y'all haven't seen the front page of the News Courier, chairman cleared by ethics board. We'll talk a little about congratulations. Yeah, that's why I like good clean
No
folks
doubt,
over here.
ever, no doubt.
We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit too. A lot of things going on. First, Gina, how are you?
I'm good.
I haven't seen you since the volleyball tournament.
I know it.
You're a little cleaner today.
I know it. Look a little
Hey, let me
cleaner.
get right in. We're going to play Judge Jamie early today because I got special entertainment. Clint Legg's going to be singing his all-time favorite song, the Tomcat, this morning. But first, let's go to sports. KFC, here he is.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens, Limestone County.
Thank you, Zack, for sports.
Thank you. Hey, the Mayweather McGregor fight's coming up, and the officials okayed going to smaller 8-ounce gloves instead of 10-ounce gloves. So that's August 26th, and everybody's going crazy over that. Hey, Coach Saban got a little heated. Imagine that after practice yesterday.
No.
They were asking him about being hot, and he said, what was it last year at Ole Miss, 100 degrees? Well, you better be a full-grown man if you're going to do that right here in your head to be able to sustain and play and finish. Are we there yet? Probably not. Are we making progress? Yes. So there you go. Hey, and I got another one. Corey Curvin, who was a reserve offensive lineman for Alabama, he's an undrafted free agent with Tampa Bay. Well, him and another undrafted guy got stuck with the bill at Ruth Chris in Tampa Bay last night. How much you think for 15 linemen at Ruth Chris it cost? $26,357. These guys didn't even get drafted, and they had to plus tip $26,000 for 15 guys. That's a lot of eating. Okay, I got 3 car shows.
That's what I run up at Joe's every once a week. When I buy Sam McDonald's one.
I hear. And Brad, since Joseph's not here today, I'm going to read the car shows we got today. We got an Autism Resource Foundation, Cars and Coffee, Applied Behavioral Concepts, and Cardinal School on Madison Drive. That's Saturday, August 19th from 7:30 to 11. It's also a car show Saturday, August 19th from 9 to 3. Franklin County Watermelon Festival car show, downtown Russellville. And then a cruise in Saturday, August 19th, 5 to 9 at the Veterans Park in Priceville. So that's all I got, Jamie. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Zack. Hey, I'm going to play Judge Jamie early today. Hey, Clint, I need you up there, Mr. Legg, excuse me. I need you over there in the kitchen beside Joe. That mic is on. Joe, if you will take care of that for me, I'd appreciate it over that way. All right, in case y'all don't remember how to play, this is the wrong answer. This is the right answer.
Kind of jumped in.
Zack, give me my intro. Zack skipping on this portion of the show brought to you by One Love Hearing,
Talk.
7
talking.
locations. All you got to do,
Yep.
Zack.
Keep talking about Z.
3844. Where's my
I got
intro?
it. Keep
Where's
talking.
my intro? Where's my
You're right
intro?
here.
Let's go. Roll it. Live on Facebook. Man, I feel just like Secretariat. Give me my 30 seconds. I'm just like a thoroughbred.
It's hard to find
That's
good
all
help.
I need. Once I come out of that gate, it's over. All right, here we go. More at Strange headed to runoff frontpageal.com. Yesterday, I guess everybody saw that stand. Unfortunately, our man Mo Brooks was defeated. So we'll be talking about that in just a little bit in that section. Brad, that's this piece of paper right here in case you're looking for it. All right, here we go. How many people actually cast a ballot in the election Pugh?
575,000.
How many?
575,000.
I'll let you have it because I don't think nobody's going to get closer unless Stan knows exact. 589,175. That many people may vote for you when you announce your re-election, which you just have announced, haven't you?
I probably will before you let me leave
Yeah.
today.
So right now, y'all heard it here first. Mark Yarbrough
Heard it here.
announced plans. He's running for re-election.
There you go.
Is that correct, Gina?
You should have asked her.
Is that correct? The new stadium is ready for business in Atlanta. I don't know how many of y'all are going.
Guys, Chick-fil-A's here now.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
afford tickets.
Huh?
Can't afford tickets.
Right now, how tall is the video board?
12 feet.
58 feet tall, 1,100 feet around. I'm just throwing
That's
out
nice.
some easy questions.
You know they got Chick-fil-A in there, don't you? But can't serve on
50-inch
Sunday.
TV.
Right, here's an easy question. Don't forget, Watermelon Day is at the Farmers Market in Decatur this weekend. I don't like watermelon. It stinks. I've never been able to eat it, but it's supposed to be one of the superfoods for you.
It is a super.
All right, here we go. The County for a Cure presented a $10,000 check to the American Cancer Society. What did it put them over for the whole year for the relay season?
The County for a Cure team?
Yeah.
35,000.
That is a correct answer. Right? If you didn't know that one.
There I am.
Hey, the way this
Did an
works
awesome
over
job,
there,
too.
Starship Man,
Right.
y'all answer questions over there. All right, here we go. Just shout out an answer. All right, lightning kills a lot of people every year. Y'all know that, don't you? In 1940s, about how many people were killed by lightning?
20 a year. 20 people.
150.
2,000.
50 people.
I'd say 50
75 people. 400.
You said 300.
300.
329 actually. Nowadays, about how many are killed on average?
20 people.
About 20. Yeah, who said
About 20? Yeah, baby.
The best thing to do with lightning is to guard. I set y'all up to talk about the eclipse. Y'all know that's going to take place this Monday,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah,
Man, are y'all in school? You know nobody can see you over there in the dark. You got to move over.
No,
I do not move or it's not like meat.
Oh, okay. But it's good meat.
You're right.
It's Jamie's meat.
Oh, here we go. Here, talk about the eclipse coming up. Y'all have glasses. I'm selling for $250 a pair.
I'm selling mine for 50.
I heard that on eBay.
How far is the sun from the earth?
25 million miles.
How many?
25 million.
93 million.
I think that's right.
What'd you say? 93 million? Jeff Pugh? Golly.
Jeff Pugh.
He's like a
Hey,
scientist.
Jamie, I got a hot
Oh, Freddie knew that?
I got a hot story, Jamie. I forgot something this morning. I done getting text message about it. Yard sale
Oh.
Friday and Saturday, 21249 Nelson Lane, my house right off Felton Road. You better be there. My mama will get you.
All right. Since Freddie thinks he knows it
Thank
all, how old is the sun?
Billions.
14.5 billion years.
How many?
14.5.
That's wrong, know-it-all.
Whenever Christ
5 billion.
400 billion.
5 billion years old. All right, that was the easy questions. All right, I got 2 more questions, and I'm going to wrap this thing up this morning, right here. A guy from Alabama just set the bull shark world record by shattering it by 75%. He caught it in the Gulf of Mexico off of Mississippi Bay.
1,200
How much?
626 pounds.
You think you know everything,
No,
don't
it's
you? But
like-
that's the wrong answer.
It's like 316 or 300.
Way to go, Stan. 354 pounds. He won $20,000. All right, I got 2 other simple questions here. One, USA Today this morning. Here's the way this works. We got a house full this morning. I'm playing my fans worldwide, all 20, 30 million of you this morning. What is the newest drone out? What does it do? The newest drone available. What does it do that no other drone does?
Cooking up my meat.
Delivers food.
What?
Delivers food.
Delivers water to these limestone football players.
No.
Shut up, Zack.
Walks your dog. It is the ProFlight Walkie Dog drone.
Really?
Yeah, like my dog would eat it.
What does it cost?
$800. $800.
$2,300.
I was going to say, you're going to
Well, I can walk my
So you
dog
got-
with a lightsaber.
Last question. Since there's not no clear winner here, Kirk, y'all pay attention.
I had a tax on that.
What is the newest thing offered at a senior center that my buddy
Bang
Gary
sausage.
Ryan sent me a picture? The newest thing offered at a senior center.
Speed dating. Happy.
Fine, Bama, Zack, and
Who said happy hour? Tomcat, I'm gonna let you have the winner take all. It is a beer bar.
no way.
Is that
Porta John's underneath. There you go.
That way.
That's convenient. You don't have to leave. You got-
No, you don't have to go.
Oh, we'll take it. We'll be right back. Tomcat, you the winner. Y'all, hang on. Stand McDonald Jordan this morning. You're going to hear Tomcat play in just a moment. Where's my mic? I'm sitting on it.
That's what we hear.
Oh, I think I need to cut one.
All right.
All right. Stan, y'all just got through doing Yellowhammer Show Live with Dale Jack. We've been doing that 6 weeks now.
Right, sure have, yeah.
Today, I think, was the best one.
Oh, you think so?
Hey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I know you got to get a kid to school and everything. First, let's talk about your buddy. You were on the campaign helping Mo Brooks. I know that was a devastating loss. Did Donald Trump's robocalls and all that put him over the edge, put Luther in?
Yes, that made the difference. I think the polls had us neck and neck the weekend before the race, and I think that's really why they pulled out all the stops. It was one thing for Trump to do a tweet on Thursday night, but he continued to hammer it with robocalls. Mike Pence got involved. It made the difference.
Hey, is Mo Brooks going to endorse Roy Moore?
I'd say that's about 50-50. I think that Roy Moore, I think that Mo's supporters really would like him to. But, Mo does have to think about his congressional race now. And, it's one thing to cheer somebody on, and it's another thing to be the guy out there taking the bullets. And
that's what Mo's doing.
when Mo goes back to Washington, D.C., to the swamp, I can promise you, if he supports Roy Moore, those people are going to put a target right smack in the middle of his forehead.
So he's in
a catch.
quagmire
He's in a
sort of
tough
thing.
spot because he has to represent North Alabama, and he's got to run the balance between what his voters want, and I think his voters want a message to be sent, and they appreciate what he does. But his voters also want him to be able to do nice things for the district. And there's mean people up there in the swamp.
No kidding. It looks like it is.
There are mean people up there.
Are you shocked at some of the stuff they accuse? You can say a lot of politics. You can run a false ad.
Yeah.
It's legal.
You know what? I am ashamed of the fact that I was shocked, because I've learned this lesson many times before. These guys will stop at nothing, and they would have done even more. And the amount of money they spent was ridiculous, but they would have spent even more.
What will they do to Roy Moore?
How do
they handle that?
They're going to make Roy Moore unrecognizable. Now, if you supported Roy Moore or you're a Roy Moore fan, get ready for psychological warfare on your brain. Because this will be a case study on what advertising dollars can do to manipulate your mind. And you may say right now, I'm going to go vote for Roy Moore. Give these guys 6 weeks to work on you. I promise you.
You'll question
I think that horse that he rode to the election on to vote that day, Sassy might buck him off on election day.
Do you think it's going to be that bad?
Years. Do I think it's going to be that bad? It's going to be psychological warfare backed by millions of dollars, Jamie, by the most sophisticated propagandist in this country.
Wow.
That's bad.
Oh, it's worse than bad.
All right. It's worse.
It needs to not happen.
Well, I know, but it's going to happen. Well,
It is going to
That's why
happen.
we're doing a political show here live at 5. And
Right.
you can see on Yellowhammer at 1 on the afternoon. Let's change the subject a little bit. Let's talk about what's happening across America. These monuments.
Ridiculous.
This is getting out. Next, they'll be wanting to tear down the Bear Bryant statue down at Alabama.
I'm sure it offends someone.
Well,
And to save it.
if they do try to tear down the Bear Bryant statue, then that would be the ultimate. There
Yeah,
truly
but,
would
I
be.
mean, I don't think it'll get that far. But Birmingham's already put a thing up. Do you see this happening? What about and I'm going to ask Mark that when he comes up here later. He's the county commission chairman. He's responsible for the courthouse. There's a thing yesterday in the News Courier talking about the one in Huntsville. They already want to tear those down.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
you see
I
that
saw
happen?
something on Facebook talking about Martin Luther King statue. As good as that needs to stay where it is, someone said, well, he was against gay marriages. That's going to offend someone. Does that statue need to come down? Where does it stop?
Well,
There is
it
no
doesn't,
stopping point.
as long as there's money to be made in racial tension, and there is political money and political capital to be gained, it's good business if you can get it. So both sides are going to continue to foment things. And I did say both sides, which that has become a bad thing to say.
Yes.
You know, utterly ridiculous.
I saw yesterday on Fox News, the worst, they
point.
said, somebody has suggested now we put up minority statues, those who have, like a transgender type statue. Next, we're going to have Bruce Jenner statue up.
Well, you know that somebody's on the wrong side when it's a group that will never, ever be satisfied. When it's what they seem to want is ultimately just blood. There's not a resolution. There's not a fair hearing. There's not coming to the table and talking about things, because that can be done, and it's been shown in states. South Carolina did great things a couple of years ago. Alabama has actually done good things on some of these questions.
But what if they get out to New Hope and get that statue out there that they're talking about? I mean, I've heard rumors. I hope it doesn't happen. But, I mean,
Howard Cross?
huh?
Howard Cross?
No, I'm talking about the statue out at New Hope that has been erected out there that some people may get out there and try to destroy.
Is it a statue of you?
Well, Brad, hurry up and pull it up here. We're about to see what it is.
Looking for it.
I mean, I think,
You knew he was up
who else would they have a statue of in New Hope, Alabama,
Can't
besides
find
you,
it.
Joe?
Brad! Brad, we're delaying here, man, to show this incredible, because, they're talking about tearing up the one in Atlanta,
Right.
Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
What are they going to do about that?
I really think that hopefully 2 or 3 months from now, this whole thing goes away. It's just right now. It is the.
Wait a minute, there it is. What if they get up there and start tear that thing down?
You'll cry.
Well, I can see.
Of course, that's built out of gravel. What?
Yeah, they might want
see
to
the
tear that
argument on
down.
that
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
But anyway, all right, doing a great job on Yellowhammer Live. That was a good idea we had coming up with that.
Yes, it was.
What are you predicting for politics this next year in Alabama?
Nastier than that.
Well, I think these coming weeks, as I've already talked about, the Strange Moore race is going to be an epic battle. And as
Who
far
wins it?
it's too close to call.
You don't know how nasty it's about to get.
What if all the Christians come out and stand their ground and all go with Roy?
Stan says they're even going to be questioning some of the stuff they're going to be seeing.
I think that what the propagandists are going to do is they're going to take Roy Moore's greatest strength and try to make it his biggest weakness. They're going to literally take what is the strongest thing about him and try to invert it against him. You wait and see.
They won't try to disgrace Sassy, will they?
Sassy will buck him off on the way to his voting booth.
All right. Well, I ain't going to say anything else.
I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying wait for it.
All right. Let's go local. Tomcat's been waiting patiently now. Ran into him in Walmart the other day. Had a comb in his hand.
Dapper Dad. What was it?
Let's go local and loved it. We'll be right back. Y'all hang on.
One more night, one more round, one more round. The first one in, the last one out. Even this town lots to talk about. They don't know what they don't know. If people say I've got a drinking problem, that ain't no reason to stop. If people saying that I've hit rock bottom, just cause I'm living on the rock. Well, it's a broken-hearted thinking problem, so pull another bottle off the wall. If people say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking at all, they keep on talking, drawing conclusions. They call it a problem, call it a solution. The last call gets later and later. I come in here so I don't have to hate her. Same old stool, same old songs, same old blue neon, same old buzz. Just because people say I've got a drinking problem, that ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom, just cause I'm living on the rock. Well, it's a broken-hearted thinking problem, so pull another bottle off the wall. People say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking at all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions. They call it a problem, I call it a solution. Just sitting here in all my grand illusions. They call it a problem, I call it a solution. Just a solution. Well, it's a broken-hearted thinking problem, so pull another bottle off the wall. Yeah, people say I've got a drinking problem, but I've got no problem drinking at all. They keep on talking, drawing conclusions. They call it a problem, I call it a solution. Just sitting here in all my grand illusions.
It was. Good morning. Let's quickly go over that weather forecast. The guys are ready to talk all about sports and no telling what else. 73 degrees out there this morning. Only a 20% chance of those showers today. Tomorrow that jumps up to 40%. So keep an umbrella close for your Friday. High temperatures around 90 today, 89 tomorrow. Just beautifully hot, humid days ahead. And don't you coaches just love that? Rain or shine, you guys play?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. Valley Smiles, of course, brings you this portion of the program. Write that new number down, 774-9020.
I am the amazing Swami from worlds unknown.
To have the old Swami back in action, man. He used to rule on Thursdays in here. You are
Mr. Clint Legg.
The poopah. The grand poopah.
Do you conduct faculty meetings too?
No, sir, I was there.
Oh, you were there.
Shut up.
So you don't conduct them yet?
No, sir.
Let's get it out front. I didn't go to the faculty meeting yesterday. I was in practice.
Oh, we're going to hear all
First time I got rolled up by my boss.
Well, how's it going over there being, you're principal of the elementary school, right?
Middle school.
Middle school. How's it going?
It's awesome.
Awesome?
Is it going well?
What's the biggest difference in that and coaching football?
He can't yell
Well
at him.
dressed. No, the hours are the same.
You're supposed to take a sticker off that tag. off that
Stop.
tie.
You did
It's
that
all.
the other day.
I know that. I got two little girls that police that for me. But it's just about the same hours, you know, dealing with teachers instead of kids. And
Do you miss getting out and cutting the grass and lining the
absolutely not.
Oh,
You have somebody to take
absolutely
care of that. What about when that first Friday night rolls around? How you gonna feel?
It'll be fine.
You lying.
If I wasn't prepared, I would have never done that. I would have never wanted to do this.
So you're living the dream over there. That's
I'm
what you
living
want.
the dream, man. Great folks over there, good people, good faculty, good coaches to work with.
Sure.
all that.
How is coaching at East Limestone?
This should be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Speaking of coaching at East Limestone, how's it going over there?
You know how it is right now. We're trying to do everything, get everything in, so it's hectic. And they're tired of me, and I'm tired of them.
Do you already know basically now who your starters are going to be? I mean, or is this
There's a few positions that we're still working two people at, but most of them, they know who the first group, second group is. So it's just trying to fine tune and trying to get better each day.
now? Have you got a Jamboree game coming up? Or you start
Next week.
Next week. Who do you play?
At Fairview.
At Fairview.
Yes, at Fairview.
And then you come back open the season with who?
West Limestone next Thursday.
Next
Yes.
Thursday. And you have a special relationship out there, don't you?
I do. There's all my family. They're all over there. So when the game's over with, if we lose, they're watching to see what I do. I just wave and walk off. I've done that before.
So what are you anticipating this year? I know an undefeated season, obviously, but who all is in your region you got to face?
It's still a tough region. We got Russellville, who's always good. May Jemison over there, used to be Johnson High School. They've got a new school now, and a lot of kids
Who's
have
their
moved in
coach?
there. It's LaRon's brother,
LaRon's
Kellis.
brother. And LaRon's coaching where?
LaRon's at Sparkman.
Sparkman.
High School. So they're tough. Lee out of Huntsville will be tough. Clint's got a group coming back that he had, at Ardmore that were young that, he got big and strong. They're going to be huge. So, it's not an easy region at all. You better be ready every week.
All right, Clint, anything else we need to know about making the switch?
No, we're talking about tomorrow night at East Limestone.
Tomorrow night, meet the Indians night. It's a real good night for our program because we introduce not only all the teams and players and cheerleaders there at East Limestone, but all the Pee Wee teams come up, all the little guys come up, the little cheerleaders. So we get them all out there for one big night before we open up the season.
Is this a right buddy?
We do competitions. The varsity team does tire flips on the field, 40-yard dash. We have a throwing contest, and they do a pizza eating contest at the end. Right. And we kind of
What's Zack's job?
He's going to be in there.
He's a clean up. He cleans up when we get done.
He'll be in that pizza eating too, probably.
If it's free,
it's for me.
Stacy George in here, candidate for governor, to take some photographs this morning. You're not going to file no ethics commission complaint against me, are you?
I'm thinking about it.
All right. All right, guys, keep up good work. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Don't let Zack eat too much. All right,
Exactly.
let's get ready to go to Tomcat right now. Some more entertainment on this Friday morning. Joe from New York City is cooking away. Mark Yarbrough and Gina in here too. We'll talk more about them in just a little bit. And we'll talk about Joe and Kirk over here as we come back after this break. Let's go right now to Tomcat, local and loving it. Y'all hang on.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I watch them roll away again. So I'll just be sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, and I'm headed for that Frisco Bay. I've got nothing to live for. Looks like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'll just be sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my phone, 'cause this loneliness won't leave me alone. No, there's 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. So I'll just be sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
All right.
Good job.
All right. I love those shoes you got on there, Joe. But first and foremost, did you play for Bear Bryant?
I did.
And what year was that?
1977.
1977.
Yes, sir.
Very
We beat
quick.
Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl.
All righty.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years you there?
I was just for 2 years.
2 years. But Brett Bear recruited you?
No, I walked on.
How hard was that?
It was easy for me because I just come out the military. And just coming out of the military and walking on Bear Bryant's football field was like a party for me. So it wasn't a big deal for me.
Yeah, we were down there when I was at 31 interviewing Bear Bryant about that time.
Right.
So
Okay.
that was the heyday.
Hey, it was awesome.
How tough was he?
He was tough. He was tough for the other guys, but as for me, like I said, I just come out the military, so I was used to it. I mean, the military prepared me for life. And so
But
it
we
was
really ain't
awesome.
up here today to talk about football. We're up here to talk about.
All about Joe.
But tell us about what's happening with him. What's going on?
What all have you done? What are you doing?
Run track.
Running track? You're not just running track, you're winning at running track, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Michigan?
Yes, ma'am.
Was
Grand
that,
Rapids.
you did? Was that fun?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your favorite part? Winning, of course.
When I got to see how big it was, and it only happens every 2 years.
Only every 2 years.
So you're a regular Usain Bolt.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Now, what is this Parker Track Club?
Parker's Track Club is something that we created way back when my son Zeke was running, and it was basically to help get the kids off the street during the summer. You know, at least give them something to do, give them something to look forward to. And we started way back, I guess it's been over 10, 15 years ago. And it's something that Joe Quez, now he loves it, and hopefully we can get up enough money whereas we can get back into it again and get the kids off the street and give them something to do.
So is he pretty quick?
Oh, he's awesome. I mean,
You
this
think
is
you
just...
can outrun me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll get it. He'll get you.
What's your specialty? You coming out quick, or are you running long distances, or what there, Joe?
I run the 100, 200, long jump, and sometimes the 400.
Yeah, Jamie, why don't you try that?
Is that it? Is that all you got? Huh? Is that all you got?
Yes, sir.
And you pretty good at that?
Yes, sir.
How often do you practice?
Barely.
So you run around the neighborhood a lot, or what?
Well, between his grandmother, between Zeke, his uncle, between me and his mother, Chastity, he gets a pretty good workout in. Yeah.
Now, you still got the limousines?
Still got the limo.
Still got the limo. You got one or two now?
I just got one.
Got the one. I know we've used it a couple of
Right.
times. As a matter of fact. What else? What's next in store for you? What else you gonna do?
Right now, with like when school start getting in the groove,
Yeah, getting in the groove. Yeah.
we might let me take karate lessons again.
What?
Karate.
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 But you think you're pretty fast. You think you can outrun me across this studio? I tell you what. On the count of three, I'm gonna see how quick you are. On the count of three. That's part of it.
Oh, my goodness.
And on the count of three, me and you gonna run. See who's the first one over to the kitchen. You go ahead and take his mic off. That'll be all right. I'm gonna take mine off too. Me and you gonna run it now.
You got this.
Now here's what you gotta do. Now you say you're a hurdler too. You're gonna have to hurdle that coffee table. Me and you gonna run over there and run around 3 times around the studio. On the count of 3. Now you got to remember now.
Don't. He's gonna. What if he tries? What if he really tries? And
How old are you, Joe?
10.
10? I'm 63. Wow. If I beat you, if I get,
it'll be a miracle.
I get a year's worth of free rides in your daddy's limousine. How's that? Huh? And if you win, I'm gonna get Joe Carlucci fix you a great meal this morning. And I'll say go in just a minute. You wait till I say go. You got the medals on there, Mr. Teddy. Huh? Go!
Go on.
You gotta go all the way around.
Trip him, Joe. Trip him.
You gotta get him, Joe. You gotta get him.
I outran a 10-year-old kid. And I can outrun the sheriff, too, as he walks in this morning, too. Hey, Sheriff, come over here and have a seat on the end. Give me a mic over there, Mark. Yeah, I just outran
Oh, my goodness.
Joe.
I don't know about that.
I outran him
I saw
fair
a lot
square.
of illegal
He cheated.
hand motions going
Sheriff, what are
on.
you doing out this early?
I ran him on foot.
Yeah, outran him around the
I think he
studio
cheated.
there. What are you doing out so early?
Just out carousing around.
You knew it. Hi, Gina, good morning.
Good morning.
Y'all raised $35,000 for you.
We did.
And y'all took over the
Casa.
volleyball thing. Were they going to disband that?
Yeah, if somebody didn't take it over, they were.
Well, how was y'all's first experiment? We were there that morning.
It was great. It was great. We made about $15,000. We didn't clear $15,000 because we had to spend some money this year to buy some new nets and balls and different things. But we've got bigger and better things next year. If the sheriff will help us out, we may move it to a different location and have bigger, may do cornhole at the same time. We're throwing around a lot of ideas.
Well, good. Well, Mark, let's talk about you for a minute. The headlines of the paper, this chairman cleared by ethics board. Tell me in layman terms, how does that make you feel today? What's that mean?
Well, you know, Jamie, there's nothing that myself, sheriff, anybody do about people just making up stuff on you. But thank goodness that we do live in a country and in a state environment where there comes a time where the kind of foot hits the road and you got to be able to prove it, and there was nothing there. So we're glad that's by me. I'll be honest with you.
All right, now you are you just not officially, but kind of announced you are seeking re-election to be the
Well, I told you you had to ask her.
So she's the boss. So you are announcing.
As sheriff refers to her as the real chairman.
So it is official. You will seek re-election. I can't believe it's already been that long.
I know.
Time flies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
3 years.
Are you busy enough making speech every time I look up? It's you and Mark's doing something.
Well, you know, I try to keep up with him. He sets a high standard.
Yeah.
One thing we are going to do that I think the commission's going to vote in tomorrow is a new speaker system around the square on our new light post. It'll be Bluetooth, so when y'all come and MC our Christmas
tree lighting
this year, we don't have to.
How many years have I told them they needed to light that up like Christmas during, and y'all didn't finally doing it this year? So.
And this year, of course, we'll light the entire courthouse with everything.
Beautiful.
But it's Senator Tim Milson, and he's been great. And he's give us $10,000, and it was the mayor's idea, and the mayor's city's doing $5.
Well, the courthouse is looking great. You've done a fabulous job down there. I know you do a great job keeping everything. What else? What is your next big project y'all are going to do fundraising?
I don't have a next big project. I'm going on vacation. I'm going on vacation next week.
Hey,
but
well, tell Papa Rocco I said hello.
I will. We'll be there a couple of times.
I do want to tell you, Sheriff, James said he was going to offer in-kind contributions for advertising.
Well,
that's good. That's good.
Sheriff, you are seeking re-election.
He is.
Yes.
Right now, I ain't heard nobody running against you. Mark White said he was not going to run for sheriff.
I'm sure that somebody shake a tree and somebody fall out and run.
What do we need to know about what's happening? Somebody told us a report the other day that murders are up in Athens and Limestone County. Is that a true story?
Well, the city's had, a little bit more than normal this year, but out in the county, it's basically about.
How many y'all we average a year? Two or three?
On a normal year, that's you might 2 or 3, and most of those are people that know each other. You know, back in '86, we had 6 capital murders here in Limestone. I think we had like 10 murders in Limestone County in 1986, but year before last we had no murders whatsoever out in the county. I think the city may have had one, but as far as the county,
what else are you working on? Anything?
We've been real busy, and as Gina mentioned about the mud volleyball, I told them that we're so used to having a real muddy arena that we can make that arena muddy, and they can have the mud volleyball out there inside the arena.
One other question, how's Debbie?
She's doing great, and I just want to thank everybody that over this year that whether their prayers, any act of kindness, because we're just very fortunate. She is doing fantastic. She's in bed asleep right now, I'm sure. But
let's call her up.
Yeah, call her and wake her up. You call her and wake her up.
Yeah,
she gets mad at me when I do that.
I've done that before. All right, anything else we need to know before I go over to the kitchen and get Tomcat in? We got Stacy George in the tail. I was going to try to get a minute with Stacy. He filed an ethics commission yesterday. Sheriff, what is your opinion on this monument thing that's going on statewide, nationwide?
You know, I'm not a big Trump man, but I'm going to say I applaud the president and at least stand up and say him what he said, because, that's part of our heritage. But now they're making it to where if you say heritage, that's a nasty, dirty word. I mean, I think people need to, get real and, are we going to go start tearing down George Washington monuments, Thomas Jefferson?
Are they going to be changing the name of Forest Avenue?
What about Franklin Roosevelt? I mean, he's the only president in history that interned American citizens in concentration camps here in America. So, I mean, what we're going to do?
Are the monuments safe around the courthouse square?
Yes, sir.
They are?
Yes, sir.
100%.
I'd be out protesting if I wasn't trying to tear that down.
All right, let's go over to the kitchen right now with Joe, Carlucci, and Gloria talking about eating some hay. We got a fresh selection. A herd just came in of Hobbs beef down at Joe's. Call us and I'll deliver personally. Here's Gloria in the kitchen.
You do need to really put in your order, because guess what? We do have ribeyes with bone, ribeyes without bone, hamburger meat, hamburger patties. Stock up. You better get a hold of it. Football season is about to start. You want to grill some more. So how are you, Joe?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm good. All right. This looks absolutely wonderful.
I'm feeling a little adventurous today, so we did an avocado steak red pepper, green pepper, fresh dill, green onions, little lime juice, little lemon juice, salad, burrito, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to make with it.
And this was the New York strip.
Yes, thank you. It was a New York strip we did.
Now, I'm telling you, you can go by Joe's and you can pick up 2 ribeyes for $16.50, 2 fillets when we have them for $20.
Instead of buying that Alabama T-shirt or the Nick Saban hat,
oh hush.
I mean, you know,
That's not going to win them over, Joe.
at least you feel healthy longer than 1 second, because it takes 1 second.
Oh, he says he's not an Alabama fan or an Auburn fan, but yet he knows how to just dab.
My daughter likes to,
Your daughter likes to say Roll Tide because she loves me.
she does love you. She was crying when we left the church the other day. And yes, my daughter loves to say Roll Tide.
I've converted
She
her.
doesn't like Roll Eagle. She doesn't like War Tide.
She's not confused. You still are. But you can go by Joe's. Now, you are closed Sunday and Monday, correct?
Closed Sunday and Monday.
What are your hours?
Sunday's church. Monday's Joe's Day and Valentina's Day. And then from 11 to 9, Monday through Thursday. Friday, 11 to 9:30.
All right. Here we have Jamie and Stacy George.
I've got to get this in before we go to Tomcat. You filed, Stacy George is a candidate for governor, has been for a long time, but now you were on it. What are you filing on this ethics commission against Birmingham?
Started yesterday, or actually the night it happened. I went down and filed an ethics charge on the mayor of Birmingham, Mayor Bale, measured the barrier they put up. You can't use funds for that purpose for political gain. He's got an election in a month and in a week, less than a week, and he did this for political gain.
He'll be sued too by the Attorney General of Alabama,
Yeah,
right?
he's already with Steve Marshall from my county as well. So we've got ethics on him. We got the Attorney General on him. I'm going to ask the governor this morning to issue an executive order to remove the wall before somebody gets killed.
Right.
Yeah.
I got to go to some music. Good to see you,
Stacy.
Stacy.
Appreciate you.
All right, you ready, Tomcat? As always, you're welcome back. We'll see you any day you want to show up. Where are you playing? Max. All right, here's Tomcat right now live in the studios of ZTV 11.
Uptown got his hustlers, the Bowery got his ball. 42nd Street got Big Jimmy Walker, he's a bull shooting son of a gun. He's a big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country house. When the bad folks all gather round at night, you know they all call Big Jim Balls just because. You don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't speed into the wind, you don't put the mask off at Old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, out of North Alabama comes a country boy. He says, I'm looking for a man named Jim. I am a bull shooting boy. My name is Willie McCoy, but down at 8 Ball, they call me Slim. I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He's driving a drop-top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody said, Jack, don't you know, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't speed into the wind, you don't put the mask off at Old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a hush fell over the pool room when Jimmy come popping in off of the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. He was cutting about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple of more. And you better believe they sung a different kind of story when the big man hit the floor. That's right. You don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't speed into the wind, you don't put the mask off at Old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Don't mess around with Slim. Do-do-do-do-da-do-do. You don't mess around with Slim. Yeah, yeah.